The Brunswick Dam is a 605-foot long and 40-foot high concrete gravity dam that blocks fish movement in and out of the Androscoggin watershed. After evaluation by both federal and state agencies, the consensus is that the fish ladder does not work. Depending on species, it passes as few as 8% to less than 1% of the fish that it was designed for. This results in thousands of fish unsuccessfully circling at the base of the dam in search of upstream passage. But fish can be tenacious, and a tiny percentage do make it up, and some portion of those fish do manage to reproduce. Unfortunately, this is not the end of the struggle for these adult fish and their young. Once they start their return migration to sea, they must get past the same dam and the deadly hazards it poses. There are 3 options for the fish trying to get to the tidal river below. When flows are high, fish can spill over the top of the dam. This involves an almost vertical drop of 20 to 40 feet. This option is only available at high flows, and damage to the fish will depend on where it happens to land. The primary design downstream fish passage is an 18-inch pipe located between turbine 1 and 2 that drops fish downstream. Finding this small pipe can be difficult. The entrance is a roughly 1.5 square foot door in a well over 12,000 square foot wall. This pipe has been judged inadequate as a primary fish passage mechanism by both state and federal agencies. The proximity of this pipe to the turbines likely contributes to the numbers of fish that attempt the third passage option, swimming into the turbines themselves and attempting to dodge the spinning blades. This is extremely dangerous, and many don't survive. All of these paths slow down the fish on a time-sensitive journey, stress and damage the fish, and even kills many. In the end, the National Marine Fisheries Service estimates that roughly 20% of fish making the journey downstream are ultimately killed by the dam or the effects of the dam. Consider how few fish make it upstream to reproduce. Then, add the impact of killing off 20% of their productivity. This does not even consider the losses due to natural predation and other stressors. By the time the sea run makes it to the ocean, there's a tiny fraction of the feeder fish biomass necessary to sustain our traditional ocean fish stocks and local commercial fisheries. This dam is a barrier to the important connection between our historic freshwater and saltwater fisheries, and according to both state and federal agencies, seriously limits the possibility of their recovery. Right now, hydro is prioritized over all other values, and that is not sustainable from a biological perspective. It's possible to better share the river for multiple goals. While dam removal might be the easiest way to restore historic fish runs, there are engineering solutions available that can balance hydro and fisheries, as well as other values. It's important that these alternative solutions be considered in the Brunswick Dam's relicensing process.